What's up, guys? We're here at Chuckwalla Raceway with Tamale Track Events. This is Colin here. This is his 07 Lotus Exige S220. Tell me a little bit about the mods you put on this thing.
Yeah, I have the InoKinetic shifter. I have a baffled oil pan, baffled fuel tank tuned from InoKinetic.
How much power do you think it's making?
Probably, if I had to guess, probably about 280.
280, wow. Because it's rated at 220 factory, right?
Yeah.
Hence the name. And it weighs a little over 2,000 pounds?
Yeah, right around.
Open diff?
Yep.
Okay. Not my first time driving an Elise or Exige on track, but with 280 horsepower, this is definitely by far more powerful than the naturally aspirated one I drove. Let's see how this does. damn raw. So much steering feel. So little space between us. What a car, man. It's so absolutely visceral. I think my GoPro overheated. It's dead.
Oh no.
Is this one still going?
Yeah, that one's still going.
Okay. The way this car reacts to little tiny throttle adjustments, it's so extreme. You lift off a little bit and the rear just wants to come out. So you really have to stay on the throttle, even if it's partial throttle, like mid-corner, in order to keep it stable. Like compared to the GT4 and GT4 RS I just drove, it's way more snappy at the limit. That's part of the joy.
Yeah.
And because you can feel everything through the seat, through the steering, it's just, there's so much communication. Even compared to something as amazing as the GT4 RS, this communicates more. Honestly, it feels naturally aspirated. If there wasn't that little bit of supercharger whine, I would totally believe that this is like a built NA engine. I love the way it revs out. Is the rev limiter a little bit lower here than stock?
So it'll go off before the actual red line. You can actually get up to about 8,500.
85, okay. I was shifting around 8. It's very physical. I mean, it's also just so satisfying when you can get it right.
Yeah.
I actually think the shifter's quite good. It's better than I remember the other examples I drove being.
So this is this is their latest iteration on it. So
okay.
They have a new one they came out with I think last year. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, like I wasn't, because I think with the Elise that I drove, I was kind of struggling with the 3-2.
Yeah.
I mean, granted on this track I'm not really using second gear, but yeah. I mean the action is nice.
Well, and then I also upgraded the engine mounts, and I think that kind of helps a little bit.
Oh, okay. A little bit more stability when shifting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, what a car. Thanks again for letting me drive it.
Of course, man. Thanks.
Exige 220, like with a tune. It's pretty good straight line power. Obviously we got smoked by the GT3, but yeah. You know, sub 300 horsepower car. It's got good speed, and the sensation of speed is very high because you sit so low and there's like, you know, no sound deadening in the car, so all your senses are just being blasted. But if you want that kind of mid-engine go-kart feel, the Elise and Exige is where it's at. All right guys, see you in the next one.